Hello everyone, welcome to The Fallen World, where we take a look at the dark side of humanity. I am your host V-Rod, and today we're going to take a small look into the infamous leader of the People's Temple cult, Jim Jones. People often hear the phrase, "don't drink the Kool-Aid," and assume it refers to a religious suicide cult. That phrase has its historical origins in a mass suicide/murder of members of the People's Temple at the hands of their leader, Jim Jones. When people think of this unfortunate event, they tend to believe that this was a fringe group of Christians that killed themselves because their pastor, Jim Jones, who speaks on behalf of God, told them to. What some people are unaware of is that Jim Jones was not a Christian, but in fact he was anti-religious, he was an atheist, a Marxist, a communist, and a socialist. That may be a shock to some because he is remembered as a charismatic God-believing preacher. In a few moments, I'm going to show you two audio clips and their transcriptions that come from the Jonestown Institute out of San Diego State University. If you want to see or listen to the full audio, just go to the Jonestown Institute website and type in the search bar Q887 and the audio transcript, the summary, and an MP3 will pop up. To give some context, this was an FBI collected recording of Jim Jones giving his commentary on the world events of his day. I wanted to make sure that people weren't trying to think that I was trying to take Jim Jones' words out of context, so I try to put as much audio in the upcoming clips so you guys can see the context of what he's talking about. But it does take a minute or two for him to get to the points that I'm trying to make in this video. So without further ado, here we go.
All right. Pope John Paul's body. Pope John Paul's body now lies in state in a hall in the Vatican. And the thousands that file by do so silently and almost without emotion. Many of them say, two such tremendous shocks in less than 2 months is too much. The government here in Italy has declared official warning. Schools are being closed, as are theaters and cinema houses. An airline strike already in progress was quickly canceled. The Church of Rome does have, God's Vatican does have great effect on labor. The church bells of Rome will be tolling mournfully twice each Sunday, and the sacred congregation of cardinals, now administering the church until a new pope is named, hold its first meeting on Saturday to launch the same series of ceremonials and rituals that were observed for Pope Paul VI, less than just a few weeks ago, less than 2 months ago. We are saddened by the death of any. We are not religious, we are atheist, as all dialectic materialists are, as all Marxist-Leninists must be. Cleveland councilwoman says she doesn't care what the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union, says. She and her neighbors will continue to call the wives of men seen talking to prostitutes, although she may be responsible for some divorces, she admits. Now that's interesting news. I'm sure if she calls the wives of men seen to talking to prostitutes, she will be able to solve the whole situation. As you know, Cleveland has a patronage mayor, a mayor who has given the old spoilage practices and given jobs to his family and important establishment friends, and he was up for recall, but the establishment was clever enough to have it on Sunday. And of course, that's the religion which is the opiate of the people. That's why we are all atheists. That was the thing that lost the vote. The blacks, which represented the majority of Cleveland, were in church studying about heaven, which does not exist. This is the only heaven we'll ever have on earth, what we develop with our own sweat and blood.
Well, I hope I got to show you guys some information that you might not have known of. So the next couple videos I plan on doing will involve more audio clips of Jim Jones, so if you're interested, stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. This is V-Rod for the Fallen World. Over and out.